Um, Good morning, TIs and friends of Gangstalking Insider. This is going to be a little bit partially political video, but what is interested for me is why um, Trump Trump's sickness was so short, and I believe me, I wish him health and long-term good living, but in general, it's kind of there's a couple of things that bother me. It should be this is the first one is the speed of it, and there's a lot of people that got sick. Some of those people who went to unemployment and were drawing, now they're going back to work. They were drawing unemployment, and before the first package was for $600 a week, and some people were not actually wanted to be borrowed because this is a lot of money. But there is one thing what regarding to COVID, specifically to COVID. For instance, if you are um, getting sick with COVID, even you are don't have much symptoms, but if you do test positive, I mean, some companies do this. If their employee gets tested and gets positive, he has to stay home until he or she comes back with the doctors notice that the person is negative. If it's not, the person can stay home. So there is a thing where we're talking about unemployment when you get tested positive and you have to stay home until you get your second test done, and there is a money loss, and you can apply for unemployment and sit home. As I said, the previous situation was some people were sitting a long time, but you see, there is so many stuff is being told about COVID, how long you can get sick, how long you can spread, how long you carry the virus, and so on, that there's a lot of confusion, honestly, for little people. People on the ground that they're actually do things, and they start finding out things by going through the sickness themselves. So some people realized that they were sick, but they didn't know, and so on and so on. But I'm talking about people who are known that they tested positive and they wait for confirmation, either they're negative next time to go back to work. But for this time, they should have an employment. And as I said, it depends how long does it take for every person to be tested negative. Remember, as I said, there was $600 a week. Now they're talking about 400. I don't know how much is in Georgia now here because I didn't go to be tested or I didn't do anything. But yet I heard that there's people are not here in Georgia, but in general having problems on accessing this extra money sometimes. And what happened with Trump? Now he got sick. He went to hospital, stayed there 3 days, got out, and this is it. And he's done. He's wonderful. He says he's tested negative and so on and so on, which as I said, it's good. But it sets an example for a lot of people that if they get sick, the packages that they're helping, either from Democrat side or the Republican side, I don't know when they're going to give in the second package, it simply can limit your time sitting on unemployment benefits with the federal help for the COVID reason. So de facto, for instance, if you're on the older way, if you get sick, you can stay up to 6 weeks, or sometimes they said that 90 days people can do this. It was, I don't know how real it was because I never went and I never tested. But it can be a thing now that after the president get tested so fast from positive to negative, uh, maybe there will be no new package when we're talking about unemployment in COVID. See what I mean? Because they will take him as an example Maybe he has good health, I don't know, which is good, great. But yet, it could be a problem. See what I'm saying? For other people.